I quit my job, shadowed Alex for 6 months before I got my real estate license, had enough savings for maybe 4 months, totally ran out of that money, and hadn't closed the deal yet. Yeah, that was my story. So, what's up, top producers? Amanda Fazelani here, and in today's video, I'm going to cover what you should know before you get your real estate license. And if you already have your real estate license and you're watching this video, what you should know before you quit your job. So let's dive in. Before we dive in, I do want to let you know that this video is brought to you by Design for Agents, where I got this shirt from. And you can get this shirt by clicking the link in the description below or visiting designforagents.com and looking for the V-neck Ask Me About Real Estate t-shirt. Alright, so here's the secret, except it's not really a secret, but it's definitely something that a lot of agents do not learn until you're kind of in the thick of it, you're in the industry, and then you start to put two and two together as you see people drop like flies. And it is that most agents do not close their first deal until about 6 to 9 months into the business. Now, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but there are some agents who don't close their first deal for upwards of a year into the business. And then you have the outliers, some agents who are able to close a deal within the first couple of weeks, the first month, the first few months, right? Now, unfortunately, when you first get into this business, you're not necessarily going to know 100% which category you're going to fall into, right? You could just put in like the most work possible and feel like you are just burning oil, right? And getting things done. But months go by and you still haven't closed the deal, right? Because one of the crazy things about this business that a lot of agents also don't know before they get in is that you could show a buyer tons of houses. You could even get into contract with one of those houses. But then if that deal doesn't close, you don't get paid, right? I think one of my favorite questions is when someone who's interested in getting their real estate license asks, well, what's the salary, or how much do you get paid hourly as a real estate agent? And in that moment, you're kind of like, people think that we get a salary, they think that we get paid hourly, and that is not the case whatsoever. That is why this video is called, watch this before you get your real estate license or before you quit your job, basically. So for me, I was blessed enough that Alex, who is my husband, he wasn't at the time. We were just, together, boyfriend and girlfriend at the time. But I was super lucky in that he was already a real estate broker, super experienced. He had his tried and true strategies, and I basically got to be attached to him at the hip. I got 24/7 real estate coaching right off the bat. And with that being said, I actually shadowed him for 6 months before I actually went to take my real estate license. So before I even got licensed, I was already like in the thick of it with him, seeing what he's doing, hearing the conversations, going to the meetings, right? I obviously wasn't doing any showings by myself, right? Because I wasn't licensed yet or handling clients on my own, but I learned a ton. And honestly, if everyone could have that opportunity, that would be fantastic for you and would help you just speed along through the rough parts of what is the beginning of most people's real estate careers. Now, why is it that I'm sharing this with you? Why watch this before you get licensed? It's essentially a disclaimer, right? I wish you all the success in your real estate business. I hope you're subscribed to this channel because we share a lot of content that's going to help you in your real estate business. But at the end of the day, you're really not going to know when that first deal is going to come in. So if you are someone who doesn't have a ton of savings saved up, right, and you're considering quitting your job, like just flat out leaving it cold turkey to, go after building your real estate business, I'm super proud of you. But at the same time, you've got to have a safety net, right? Because you might fall into the category of not closing a deal for 6 to 9 months. And then it becomes a question of, can you afford this lifestyle, right? Can you afford to not make money for 6 to 9 months? It's a very real and important question to ask yourself. And there is no shame in getting started as a part-time agent shadowing another agent, dipping in here and there until you get your bearings and you're able to go full time. Right? If you've ever heard Alex's story, he's got a real good story on how he went full-time, part-time, full-time, part-time until he, reached success. Now, one thing that I do want to put out there is that if you are going to get serious about your prospecting and building your database and building relationships and things like that, things that we teach here, core values on this channel, you're gonna have success no matter what. You're gonna have success if you just keep going, but it might take a little time, right? So if you're thinking about getting your real estate license, just know you want to have that financial safety net just in case if you fall into the category that it takes you 6 to 9 months to close your first deal. All right. And if you've already got your license, you've picked a brokerage, and you're kind of just like, whoa, crap, I already quit my job, I saw this video too late. That is okay. You're gonna make it through. We've been there. Many agents have come before you and experienced this, and I just want to put out there that it's going to be okay, and you are going to close your first deal, and then your second deal, and then your third deal, and next thing you know, your pipeline is going to be full, right? Positive thoughts. So as always, I'm wishing you a ton of happy new clients, lots of accepted offers, and a whole lot of closings. But I did want to keep it real with you and just put that out there as like a PSA on this channel that it could take 6 to 9 months, so just be prepared for that. All right, I'll see you in the next video.